Aliens enslaving us, oh oh, they are on their way, Neil deGrasse Tyson cries out, confirming the most confusing and fearful discovery made by the Voyager in the past decade, a discovery that scientists were in no way prepared for. Ever since the Voyager craft sent back this disturbing data from space, the scientific community has been unable to sleep, and everyone is walking under a tense atmosphere. Researchers, scientists, and engineers have been scrambled from their stations to combat these mysterious objects that Voyager 1 just spotted. We don't know where these strange objects are coming from or where they are headed, but what we do know is that we have seen nothing like them before. What are these mysterious objects that were recently discovered by Voyager 1? Join us today as we dissect these answers in Neil deGrasse Tyson's Voyager 1 has detected 500 unknown objects passing by in space for almost 5 decades. Now, Voyager 1 has been sailing through the highways of space, exploring the deep realm that ground-based telescopes have been excluded from seeing and uncovering discoveries that leave our mouths wide open in shock. A product of genius minds that flow in abundance at the Johns Hopkins Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Voyager 1 has been the golden messenger to the uncharted territory of intergalactic space. This engineering masterpiece has opened our eyes to the mind-blowing wonders that exist in our cosmos. In a recent development, Neil deGrasse Tyson has confirmed that the Voyager has detected 500 known objects gliding peacefully in space. This news came as a shock to the scientific community, rattling scientists as everyone began poring over the data obtained by the Voyager 1. Something strange was brewing on the horizon, and it was difficult to solve this bubbling puzzle that had dumbfounded even the best of scientists. Ever since Neil deGrasse Tyson confirmed this discovery, different interpretations have been flying in the air in an attempt to sketch a vivid picture that explains this mystery. If it had been another spacecraft that transmitted the type of bewildering data that was recently transmitted from space, scientists may have doubted the validity of the data. However, it is the Voyager 1 we are talking about here, the space probe that has been cruising through the steamy paths of space for almost 50 years now and has exceeded our expectations. Like a patient who beat cancer, Voyager 1 has exceeded scientists' projected lifespan of 3 years to spend over 45 years in space uncovering history-making discoveries. Simultaneously, the most intriguing part about this iconic tale is that Voyager is writing the success story from a very far distance from the Earth. The last time scientists checked, they saw that the space probe was 145 billion miles away from our planet, speeding away in space with no sign that it would reduce its pace anytime soon. Researchers say that the space probe has been traveling at a rate of 3.6 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun per year. This is one pill that scientists have found a bit hard to swallow because naturally, one would have expected the space probe's speed to have declined greatly given the longevity of its journey in space. On a close look, it seems Voyager 1 is destined to be the exception when it comes to this narrative, and it has shown evidence of this once more with its latest findings. It was just like every other day for scientists when the Voyager 1 slammed exciting news on their faces, one that would stick in their memories for ages. Voyager 1 had stumbled on some mysterious objects passing by in space. This discovery was unplanned, which explains the initial confusion of astronomers when they glanced over data showing that about 500 unknown objects had appeared from nowhere. One minute we didn't know about the existence of these objects, and the next moment we had scientists cracking their brains in search of an answer to this puzzle that nature has landed on their laps. Scientists were in a fix, and the blame could be traced to only one guilty party, Voyager 1. Ironically, scientists also knew that the solution to unraveling this mystery also rested on the heavy shoulders of the space probe. Initially, when news of this discovery broke out, some scientists considered the possibility that it could have been a mistake. They thought that the age of Voyager 1 may be catching up with it, and hence it may be transmitting wrong data back to us. If we decide to walk on this unfolding path, it seems like a plausible explanation given the fact that Voyager 1 was launched as far back as 1977. That's almost 5 decades of active service on behalf of humanity. One can only expect that the spacecraft's computers would have grown weary and started to malfunction, shrinking in their responsibilities and sending back poor quality information to the ground team. As alluring as this narrative sounds, scientists have advised that we shouldn't tread there, because it would be a slap on the selfless spirit of the Voyager. Despite the harshness and unpredictable environment of space, Voyager 1 has consistently churned out eye-opening data about our cosmos. Contrary to the hurried assumptions of skeptics, the space probe has maintained its long life thanks to its dual redundant computer systems. Like its twin Voyager 2, Voyager 1 came equipped with two sets of command subsystems: Flight Data Systems, FDS, and Altitude and Articulation Control Systems, AACS. This has been the secret power behind the spacecraft's unbroken fighting spirit when it comes to charting through space and uncovering discoveries. The redundancy paved the way for seamless transitions between systems and the ability to activate dormant computer components, thereby reserving their lifespan. When designing the Voyager 1, the engineers back on Earth came up with a plan to help the space probe maximize efficiency, and this required that the probe's instruments would have to rely on hardwired logic. They were taking no chances when it came to this area, since they were handicapped due to time constraints and limitations and power budgets. The electrical engineers decided the instruments would have to be developed using simplified systems that depended on hardwired logic. Thus, Voyager's computer systems comprise 6 onboard computers organized as a distributed system with 3 dual redundant pairs. Having overcome this hurdle, scientists had to face the next tall brick wall in their way, which was maintaining the systems. This intimidating height was surmounted by coming up with an ongoing power management plan. Here's where it gets a bit tricky. Power management entailed sustaining the operational capabilities of Voyager's computer systems, and if we are being honest, this is an arduous task to deal with given the limited power resources available on board the space probe. It was a case of sending a hunter into the deep jungle to hunt for wild animals, with only a set of knives. Nevertheless, scientists found a way around this problem by devising several measures to conserve and optimize power usage aboard the Voyager. A good example of these power management measures that engineers came up with is the selective powering down of non-essential systems. Engineers were forced into making this hard decision. Hence they employed a systemic approach to identify and deactivate components or subsystems that are not crucial for the spacecraft's primary mission objectives. We see evidence of this when we take a quick look at heaters associated with certain instruments that had to be switched off. These heaters were originally designed to maintain the instruments at specific temperatures, so they were operated or performed at optimum. However, the story had to be rewritten by deactivating them, because it greatly reduced power consumption on board the Voyager. This reduction in the spacecraft's power usage comes with a ripple effect, an extension of the Voyager's lifespan. It was a win-win situation for everybody. Moreover, we should bear in mind that this decision to power down non-essential systems is not taken lightly. It is a premeditated activity that requires careful evaluation of the trade-offs between power conservation and the scientific objectives of the spacecraft. Whenever such a decision was taken, all hands had to be on deck. Engineers and scientists had to sit together and evaluate the impact of deactivating specific systems on the quality and availability of scientific data. Emotions weren't at play here. It was strictly business based on the facts at hand. The team was driven by the desire to maximize power efficiency, while maintaining the essential functionality of the spacecraft, so it could continue to gather necessary information about our universe undisturbed. Engineers and scientists alike didn't want anything to hinder Voyager's path when it came to uncovering the deep secrets locked away in hidden realms of space, secrets that the universe has been keeping away from us for centuries now. However, selective power reduction isn't the only way that NASA engineers are keeping the Voyager afloat and operating optimally in space. They had another ace card up their sleeves, which they had to place on the table for the benefit of the spacecraft. Alongside scientists, the engineers had to come up with power management strategies that are adapted to the ever-changing conditions of the spacecraft's environment. For instance, as Voyager 1 travels farther away from the Sun, the available solar energy takes a nosedive. We would agree that this is a problem. However, the engineers came prepared as they compensated for this growing threat by ensuring that the spacecraft adjusted its power usage accordingly. This adaptive approach is a masterstroke on the part of NASA engineers and scientists, because it ensures that the available power resources are efficiently allocated to support the probe's key operations and data transfer back to Earth. Interestingly, the good news doesn't end here, as there have been ongoing technical advancements and upgrades in power management, which have made room for engineers to refine and optimize the power systems of the spacecraft over the years. A close look at these enhancements would reveal that they involve more efficient power distribution, improving battery charging methods, and advancements in power regulation and control. The implementation of well-thought and planned power management strategies has opened an exciting door for engineers. It has made it possible for engineers to extend the operational lifespan of the Voyager 1 craft alongside its twin Voyager 2. This is a big win for the scientific community and the world at large. The careful allocation and management of power resources have equipped Voyager 1 with the requisite strength needed to keep exploring the depths of space unhinged without fear of failure. The spacecraft has been writing history as it discovers new frontiers and uncovers valuable scientific data about our universe. Through a combination of rigorous planning, engineering innovation, and adaptive measures, the power management efforts have emerged as a lifeline that continues to sustain and preserve the Voyager spacecraft's incredible journey. Now, we could go on, detailing the amazing superpowers of the Voyager 1 space probe. However, the core of the matter lies in the 500 mysterious objects recently discovered in space. There is no denying that the Voyager has been uncovering thought-provoking findings, but it seems this latest one is going to be difficult to deal with. If Voyager 1 has been in space for so long and hasn't discovered these objects until now, the right question to ask is, where have these objects been all along? They must have been somewhere hidden away from the sight of our mighty spacecraft, but the question is, how could that be? Maybe the better question to ask would be, where did they come from? Given the fact that these objects are unknown, it leaves a wide range of possibilities open to us as to what they might be. This discovery has sparked various interpretations, with scientists poring over data in an attempt to solve the puzzle. Some scientists have looked at it from the angle of an exoplanetary origin, while others have settled on the interpretation that they could be interstellar phenomena. However, none of these narratives has gained more traction than the one suggesting that they may be signs of extraterrestrial life. This storyline is particularly eye-catching because of the several discoveries made by scientists in the past few years, which hint that life could exist beyond our planet. On the other hand, this puzzle raises questions about the origins of these unknown objects and the implications they hold for our understanding of the universe. Their origins could range from natural phenomena to potential indications of extraterrestrial life. As a result, this discovery has sparked excitement, curiosity, and speculation among scientists and the public alike. They are curious about how these objects came to be, what they are made of, and what their presence could mean for our understanding of the cosmos. Voyager 1's journey has taken it to the outer reaches of our solar system and beyond, into interstellar space. Throughout its mission, it has provided us with a wealth of data about the outer planets, the heliosphere, and the interstellar medium. However, this recent discovery introduces a new chapter in the spacecraft's legacy, one that challenges our existing knowledge and raises new questions about the nature of the universe. Some scientists are approaching this discovery with caution, recognizing the need for further analysis and investigation to understand the nature of these unknown objects fully. This entails conducting additional observations, analyzing the data transmitted by Voyager 1, and collaborating with other missions and telescopes to gather more information. This multifaceted approach is crucial for unraveling the mystery and gaining a comprehensive understanding of these objects. It's also important to note that this discovery aligns with the broader context of ongoing efforts in the field of astronomy and space exploration. Scientists and space agencies worldwide are continuously working to expand our knowledge of the cosmos, seeking to uncover new phenomena, understand the origins of celestial objects, and explore the potential for life beyond Earth. Voyager 1's discovery serves as a reminder of the importance of these efforts and the potential for groundbreaking findings in the future. However, given the proximity of these objects to the Voyager 1 spacecraft, scientists have suggested that it could be space debris that the probe has been carrying along with it. Another likely scenario would be that these unknown objects may have originated from the Voyager itself. This is a plausible explanation given the fact that they could be fragments or components that have separated from the spacecraft during its extended journey. This would imply that they are not naturally occurring celestial objects, but rather man-made materials. If we look at the possibility that these mysterious objects could be space debris carried by Voyager, then we should investigate the dynamics of spacecraft interactions with space debris. Space debris refers to the man-made fragments or objects that are left behind in space as a result of human activities, including satellite launches, space missions, and other space exploration efforts. Over time, these debris fragments can accumulate and pose a threat to active satellites, spacecraft, and even crewed missions. It's essential to understand the potential risks and challenges associated with space debris and its impact on space missions. Voyager 1's detection of these unknown objects could be seen as a reminder of the presence of space debris and the need for ongoing efforts to address this issue. In recent years, space agencies and organizations have been developing strategies to mitigate the risks associated with space debris. These efforts include initiatives to track and monitor space debris, develop technologies for debris removal, and implement best practices for satellite and spacecraft design to minimize the creation of new debris. Understanding the interactions between spacecraft like Voyager 1 and space debris can contribute to the development of more effective strategies for managing space debris and ensuring the safety of future missions.